Hey, here is another video for my good friend Christopher Chu. He requested that I show a decent building battle, and all I can manage to do is a very average slash decent building battle. So this is a video that will show towards the end a building battle I get into where I make quite a few mistakes, but still handle the basics well enough to get the W. I started a little early just to show how I managed to get to that point. Here I hear footsteps, figure he's behind the tree, and make sure to get high enough just in case he tries to build up on me, which he does, and I hear. And instead of continuing to build higher, I decide to take a jump shot as he's approaching me, and I nail him with enough damage that I'm not worried about falling and losing high ground. I'm still able to finish him off. So I will hide the overlay since this is a fairly short video. I believe at this point there are 3 people left, and so I've already identified where one of them is. He's to my right here. He's built up, so I am moving towards the circle away from him and trying to spot the last person, which you'll see in a couple seconds. I do, and then disaster strikes. I'm pretty kitted out at this point. I have everything, including grenades, and I have my sniper out. I spot the last guy. He gets the first shot. He does get me with a body shot and then ticks me with an AR, so I am pretty low at this point. All I have are minis, so I did get some health damage, and I decide right now to push him as opposed to the other player on my right, since the other player is built up. I want to just go aggro since I took a good amount of damage, see if I can get lucky. I do get lucky because I build up to him and take him by surprise, and he does not get a shot off as I gain high ground. Here you can see my sloppiness. I continually block myself with ramps instead of jumping on top of them. And to get out of that, I just build a flat piece to the side. So maybe I will back up a little bit here. Again, here's a way, if you make a lot of mistakes like me, to rectify your mistakes. Especially if you know you're already higher than the other player. You have a little bit of time to correct your mistakes. So this guy, I'm pretty sure he's below me. I feel like I can hear him. So I'm trying not to panic, and I'm trying to just chill. Every time I block myself, decent building battle, remember, not great, I build a side piece out, try and get high, make a 1x1. So now I know he's on the ground. Take a little bit of damage and start trading shots. My shots actually go poorly. He hits me with a headshot, and I just take a little bit of damage on him. So every time he takes my 50 shield off, I just reset, reload, try and keep an eye on him. Here he starts building up. For a second, I think he's going to get high, but he's not just as average as me. Here I want to highlight probably the best move I make in this building battle. As we're trading shots, right here I fall to the low ground. I attempt to block his shots with my building, and I make a nice little 1x1. Let's just slow it down a tiny bit. Here he's building up. I try and match him. with this piece. We trade shots. He jumps down. I try and block any shots he's throwing at me, build a little one by one, and all of a sudden I'm above him. Feel a little better. He continually jumps down to the ground during these building fights, which is his mistake, as I stay elevated, get my minis back, make a quick move here. He tries to shoot the ground underneath me, and I'm able to finish the job. This is, again, a lot of what went right for me is my player's mistake. Look at all he actually had 2 slurps and a full shield, and minis. Maybe no minis, but either way, he didn't take the time to heal back up in between us fighting. He could have reset several times as I was resetting. And I actually was down to probably sub 30 health, no shields at the end of that fight. So it was really close, and thankfully he didn't use any of his healing, which allows me to get back almost to full as the last guy pushes my position. So his timing is pretty poor too. And as you can see, you saw it for 1 second there, the other guy, instead of taking high ground, let's switch to his point of view for this last fight. So this is the enemy player. Instead of taking high ground on me, he just starts pushing my position on an equal footing. And then all of a sudden, I am above him. He's on the ground. I'm in my little maze. And I'm just building up until I feel nice and stable. And then I'm able to take pot shots, and his vision is blocked by this building. So he, again, the last player definitely misplays, gets pinched by the storm, stays on the ground, and at this point it's just too late for him. I believe falls to his death. All skill. Alright, and that's a short little building battle for Christopher Chu.